Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's devotion for May 22nd. Today's devotion is titled, Take Your Tears to God. And the Bible reading is from Lamentations chapter 3, verses 49 to 66. My tears flow endlessly. They will not stop until the Lord looks down from heaven and sees. My heart is breaking over the fate of all the women of Jerusalem. My enemies, whom I have never harmed, hunted me down like a bird. They threw me into a pit and dropped stones on me. The water rose over my head, and I cried out, "This is the end!" But I called on your name, Lord, from deep within the pit. You heard me when I cried, "Listen to my pleading. Hear my cry for help." Yes, you came when I called. You told me, "Do not fear." Lord, you have come to my defense. You have redeemed my life. You have seen the wrong they have done to me, Lord. Be my judge and prove me right. You have seen the vengeful plots my enemies have laid against me. Lord, you have heard the vile names they call me. You know all about the plans they have made. My enemies whisper and mutter as they plot against me all day long. Look at them. Whether they sit or stand, I am the object of their mocking songs. Pay them back, Lord, for all the evil they have done. Give them hard and stubborn hearts, and then let your curse fall on them. Chase them down in your anger. Ooh, my chair. Destroying them beneath the Lord's heavens. Last summer, an orca named Tahlequah gave birth. Tahlequah's pod of killer whales was endangered, and her newborn was their hope for the future. But the calf lived for less than an hour. In a show of grief that was watched by people around the world, Tahlequah pushed her dead calf through the cold waters of the Pacific Ocean for 17 days before letting her go. Sometimes believers in Jesus have a hard time knowing what to do with grief. Perhaps we fear that our sorrow might look like a lack of hope. But the Bible gives us many examples of humans crying out to God in grief. Lament and hope can both be part of a faithful response. Lamentations is a book of 5 poems that express the sorrow of people who have lost their home. They've been hunted by enemies and were near death. And they weep and call on God to bring justice. They cry out to God not because they have lost hope, but because they believe God is listening. And when they call, God does come near. It's not wrong to lament the broken things in our world or in your life. God is always listening. And you can be sure that God will look down from heaven and see you. How can you practice bringing all your emotions to God? When have you felt God draw near to you in your sadness? Thank you for joining me for today's devotion, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.